Farnsworth here with VictoryX Financial, retired Navy financial strategist and creator of the RETIREMAX ELITE program. Hey look, if you're a retiring service member with money sitting in the TSP, here's the hard truth. One bad year in the market could wipe out a decade of growth, and you may not have time to recover. So today, I'm going to show you how to eliminate that risk entirely, lock in your gains, and turn your TSP into a second pension with guaranteed lifetime income, regardless of what the market does next. Look, this isn't theory. It's real strategy that's helping veterans like you retire with confidence, and it starts with understanding how fixed indexed annuities can outperform TSP without the risk. So let's start with a thrift savings plan. Now, I'll be the first to say TSP has done a decent job. It's got lower fees than most private sector 401ks, and it gives us access to a range of investment options. Like you have your G fund, right? Your government securities. This is the safest, also lowest yielding. Your F fund, which is bonds. Your C fund, which is large cap US stocks, right? Your S fund is your small and mid cap stocks. And then your I fund is your international markets. But let's look at the numbers, okay? The G fund has averaged just 2.6% over the past decade. Now you subtract capital gains and income tax, and it doesn't even keep up with inflation, okay? The C fund has been the strongest, averaging about 12.5%, but in 2022, it dropped 18%. And in 2008, it dropped 37%. Imagine losing 37% of your life savings overnight. Now that's a major hit for anyone close to or already in retirement. And recovering from losses like that can take years. These are years you may not have when you're counting on that money to support your lifestyle. Now when you're in the military or you're still working, you can generally afford to ride the ups and downs of the market. But once you retire, the game changes. Taking withdrawals during market downturns can permanently erode your portfolio. It's called sequence of returns risk, and it's one of the most dangerous threats to your financial future. And that's why we introduce fixed indexed annuities, or FIAs. Now, with an FIA, you get upside potential when the market rises, and you get zero loss when the market falls. The insurance company takes on the market risk, not you. Worried about taxes or fees? Well, don't be. Once you're out of the military, we can roll your TSP into a fixed indexed annuity tax deferred. No penalties, no taxable event, no out-of-pocket costs. And from there, your money tracks a market index like the S&P 500. But unlike a traditional investment, you're protected from downturns. It's the same strategy that's helped indexed universal life policyholders earn 7 to 10% average returns annually, all with zero downside risk. Now, what makes FIAs special is what happens next. You can turn your accumulated savings into guaranteed lifetime income, just like a pension. Every month, a paycheck shows up in your account for life, regardless of market crashes, interest rate changes, or inflation. You also have the option to add a spousal rider so that income continues for your spouse even after you pass away. Now at VictoryX Financial, we work with over 30 carriers, each offering different bonuses, roll-up rates, and payout strategies. And many of our carriers offer income-based bonuses up to 30% in year one and guaranteed growth up to 9.5% per year for the first 12 years. So let's look at a real-world example. A 42-year-old veteran rolls over $200,000 in TSP savings into a fixed indexed annuity. Now he and his wife plan to start taking income at age 67 when Social Security kicks in. And at that time, his guaranteed income is over $46,000 per year. And with moderate market performance, that could rise to $59,000 per year. Now, over 20 years of retirement, that's over $927,000 in total income. And starting at age 59 and a half, he can access 10% of the annuity value annually, penalty-free. Now, do you want more income later? Well, after 12 years, he can roll those funds into another annuity, stack another bonus, and even boost his income even more. TSP simply cannot do that. So let's be real. Wall Street doesn't offer guarantees. The TSP is solid during your career, but in retirement, guarantees matter. Fixed indexed annuities provide tax-deferred rollover from TSP, protection from market losses, guaranteed lifetime income, optional spouse protection, and access to funds when they're needed. Now, RETIREMAX Elite puts all of this into one simple, powerful strategy for military veterans and retirees. Now, if you're ready to protect your retirement and maximize your TSP, send us a message on Facebook or visit victoryxfinancial.com and request your free RETIREMAX Elite training guide. This is Dan with Victory X Financial, helping America's heroes retire with confidence. So until next time, stay safe, stay smart, and thank you again for your service.